Good afternoon. A warm welcome to our already third webinar of FECC Annual Digital Days series. We are glad to welcome you to our webinar in collaboration with BENSConsulting. The topic of this webinar is Beyond Safety Data Sheets, from Necessary Evil to the Competitive Advantage. My name is Diana and I will be representing FECC today. Before we start, let me introduce FECC. As you may already know, FECC is the European Association of Chemical Distributors. We represent around 1,600 companies via national associations and our members, which cover whole value chain. We are only European association representing all chemical segments under the one umbrella, all company sizes from startups to multinationals, all chemical supply chain functions, and also, as you can see, companies that provide digital services and solutions. We're lobbying the interests of our members, especially interests of SMEs, since a lot of our members are family-owned businesses. Distributors are in midst of value chain since services they provide vary greatly. And this sector stands for more than 30,000 highly qualified jobs directly and indirectly. European Chemical Distributors Distribution Center creates more than 28 million turnover each year. If you wish to learn more about everything what is going on in chemical value chain, we warmly invite you to the annual Congress, which will be held in Sitges, Spain, and from 11th till 13th of September. It's accessible for everyone, members and non-members. And of course, housekeeping, competition compliance. I think you're already familiar with those, but let me just remind, we won't talk about specific cases, prices, or anything that could be considered or related to an infringement of European antitrust law. Another housekeeping remark, Q&A session, unique opportunity to ask questions to our respected speaker. You can submit your questions in the box in the top right corner of your screen. Please submit your questions as fast as possible so we can go all of them. So our speaker today is Bojan Bujnec, BENSConsulting owner and CEO. He is an influential entrepreneur and innovator in the chemical industry, known for his roles at BENSConsulting and as a founder of Alchemist. Bojan developed Chemius, the first web-based application for the management and distribution of chemical documentation, marking a significant advancement in this field. So now I'm inviting Bojan to proceed with the presentation. Bojan, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Diana. Thank you for this introduction. I'm just turning on my stopwatch here because I speak too much, so I have to limit myself. Yes, I'm also looking forward to the Congress in Sitges this year, so in September. So yeah. Okay, so should I start now? I'm ready. Perfect. So I will not spend too much time. Today my topic is Beyond Safety Data Sheets. So how to transform necessary evil. And I mean, when I speak about safety data sheets with a lot of people in the industry, they say, okay, you know, safety data sheets are for inspectors only. But we found a way to change safety data sheets and to transform safety data sheets from necessary evil from a must-have from compliance perspective to a competitive advantage. And today I will talk about this, but before I will just briefly present BENSConsulting as a company. So my mother and I established the company in 1995. Yes, I was very young at the time, but I knew how to use computers, and I helped my mother in the start. So BENSConsulting today is a chemical regulatory company, and advising consulting company first. And we have now been on the market for 29 years. Can you please put another slide on? Perfect, thank you. So currently, BENSConsulting counts more than 30 people. We have in-house software development team, and we have in-house regulatory experts specialized in REACH, GHS, CLP, and biocides, digital goods transport, and so on. The next slide, please. Perfect. So currently, we produce or we process around more than 800 products, chemical products per month for our customers, and our customers sell in more than 30 different countries. And in total, currently we manage around more than 91,000 products for our clients. So we produce safety data sheets for them, labels, safety instructions, and we take care of everything. And for this purpose, we use cameos. Next. BENSConsulting is a central entity. It's also a registered trademark for our chemical regulatory services business system. On one hand, we have cameos, which is a topic of today's presentation. And we launched cameos in 2006 when we moved completely to the web. So it's first completely web-based and cloud-based tool on the market for authoring and management of safety data sheets. First, it was a very simple tool. Now it grew to become a suite or an operating system for the chemical industry, combining safety data sheets and technical data sheets in the same environment. And on the other hand, we have Alchemist, which is just the other side of the same coin. So the platform is the same, but it's more oriented towards R&D teams, and it helps R&D teams by leveraging data from safety data sheets. Alchemist helps R&D teams to produce and to develop new safe, sustainable, compliant, and competitive formulations. Next slide, please. So we've been working in the chemical industry for almost 30 years, and we now have around more than 700 clients from basic chemical manufacturers to retailers, downstream users, and everyone. And we actually learned that besides raw materials that flow through the supply chain, so that distributors supply to their customers, and suppliers supply to their customers, besides these raw materials, data is the second most important thing. So you press next. Yeah, data is the second most important thing, and we focused on data, and we learned, and this is the fact, we learned that by focusing on data, we learned that the output data of the supplier represents vital input data for the next company in the supply chain. Which means if you have a customer that actually purchases raw materials from you, they are responsible to their customers. So they have to be compliant downstream. And this compliance heavily depends on the data that's supplied from the supply chain, from suppliers and distributors. And today I will show you how we managed to integrate everything from suppliers, from producers, distributors, and downstream users into the same digital environment, sharing data in real time. Next slide, please. I think we're already done with my presentation. So let's get started. Last year I had more conceptual presentation, but this year I decided that I will go with a very specific presentation of Chemios, and I will now share my screen with you. Okay, that's it. I hope that you can see my screen now. Okay. So let me rearrange my windows. Okay, I don't need this. Okay, perfect. So Chemios, as I said, is a completely web-based, cloud-based application, and since 2006. And everything we did since September 2006, it was done on the internet, online. So now I will just sign in with my account and with my demo account, and I'm not wasting time. I'm not going to waste time here on explaining everything, but I will just show you one case of how you can very quickly produce safety data sheets in Chemios, and then leverage this data for other business processes in the chemical industry, and how you can actually effectively manage data, product information. So Chemios is, from one perspective, is a safety tool for authoring, creation, management, safety data sheets. On the other hand, Chemios is a very comprehensive product information management system as well. And as you will see later, Chemios is also now content management system. So what it does for chemical companies is that chemical companies can actually use Chemios for everything, for capturing the entire product information in one place, and then using this product information across all other systems, connect with ERPs, CRM systems, product information management systems, e-commerce portals, even logistics and transport applications, because we have information on for dangerous goods that is crucial for dangerous goods transport. So this is important. As I said, safety data sheets are a source of very, very valuable information. And let me show you how Chemios actually can help you here. I will just, from the start, I will just create a new product. So for example, if you are a distributor and if you offer your customers a service of, I don't know, if you're blending different solvents, for example, together, and if you then sell these blends to your customers, then Chemios can really help you streamline the process of creating the entire document set and managing this data. So I will just make a mix of solvent, for example, companies, BENS, contacts are from BENS, and this is, okay, this is, I don't know what's happening here. I'm seeing some kind of screen. It says screen sharing is paused. Why is that? Okay. So doesn't matter. So I'm seeing here mix of solvents, and I will blend a solvent blend. Why is it paused now? And I will move to the next. Okay. I have some difficulties here with constantly some kind of screen appearing on my above my window and saying that the screen sharing is paused, but okay, let's see what happens. So this is the main window. Here I can search for substances and by CAS names, EC index numbers, and so on. If I click here, I can, for example, add here some kind of benzene. I will add ethyl benzene as a solvent here, and I'll add it 15%. Then I will add xylene. I will add it 20%. As you can see, when I add ingredients, Chemios immediately calculates CLP and OSHA classifications beneath the main material composer. And for example, I can also add some kind of toluene, which is slightly more complex chemical, and I will add it 25%. And as you can see, these hazards are immediately recalculated and populated here. And I have this also. If you know that you will need to notify this mixture to the European Chemicals Agency, you can turn on this PCN hints. This is Poison Center Notification Helper, and it says, okay, this is not enough. So the composition information is not enough. So you're not compliant with ECHA requirements for Poison Center notifications, which means that this helper actually guides you through the process of collecting data for the PCN dossier while you work and while you create products in Chemios. And now I will add some acetone. This is just for the sake of acetone, for the sake of demonstration. And we have here, let's say, 20% more. And when I add this, now it will say, okay, Poison Center notification dossier will be compliant because we have now enough composition, enough ingredients in our composition. So we are basically almost done here. In the parameter section, I can enter some required parameters, for example, like color. So because my PCN hints are turned on, you can see here that I need to enter color, and all the colors with this label PCN are accepted with ECHA. So because these are solvent colorless, you can see that, for example, if I write in colorless, the label PCN is here, but not with this entry, because we only assigned one entry for the PCN, and we cannot really use, for example, yellowish. It cannot be used for Poison Center notification because ECHA does not accept this kind of color. And then I can add all other physical and chemical properties. For example, I can add flashpoint here as well because it affects the classification. I will put in 15% and closed cup method, and maybe some pH because it's also relevant for Poison Center notifications. But in this case, this this product is not so it does not contain water. I will just enter the result or the reason why it's not applicable, because this is also required in the PCN dossier. Then I can add some density information. Let's say that these are solvents are 0.78 grams per cubic centimeter at 21 degrees. And let's say that we have density here is DIN method, this one. So I can enter the information, so the value, units, conditions, and even methods, and then I can add more measurements according to different standards or at the different temperatures. But let's leave it like it is. Then maybe some more exotic parameters like organic solvents. So I can search in the box here, and then this form actually is immediately filtered, and it shows only entries that are related to organic, something organic. And I'll add organic solvents, for example, to filter it even more. So you can see here, I can enter weight organic solvents. I will enter here and I'll say 780 grams per liter. And according to VOC method, European VOC method calculated. So this is how it works. And if I remove this, I will be able to see all the parameters again, and I could enter everything. But let's say that this is what I need for the presentation. In the health and safety section, I will also, I can also, here's more for review. So I can review the classification if I'm fine with this. These are calculated values. And because we manage more than 90,000 products, this process have been thoroughly tested to be to be accurate in many cases. Of course, there are some exceptions, but it works fine. It works fine, and it's very accurate. So because this is this mix of solvents is more like industrial chemical, I will not. It's not a biocidal product. It's not a pesticide, and so on. It's not for general public. I will leave this blank. In the next section, in the next step, I can add some recommended users, special features, levels, and everything. Oh, I know why is this appearing here. But I will leave this blank, and I will just drag and drop, because I promised all the attendees, everyone that will register, I promised that I will share with you our practical guide to professional label printing. And I will do that by actually dragging and dropping the PDF file here. And when it's uploaded, it appears here, and the level of access is now set to private, but I will change it to public. So everyone with the access to this product will be able to download this guide. The last step is preview and finalize, and you just need to review what the information entered here. So basic information, chemical composition, physical and chemical parameters, and the attachment here. The last step is to create a safety data sheet, read the notice, which is more informational purpose, get safety data sheets, and now you need to select the language. And for example, I could select all EU countries, I could select all, but I will just show you something. If I search for English, you can see that now we have a lot of English languages. So Ireland is European CLP or REACH regulation, and United Kingdom is English, but UK regulations. And English is also used on Malta as well. And maybe if I show you German, now you can see that German language is used in even more countries, and also this is not so much different. The language is the same, of course, but there are some specifics for specific languages for specific countries. And I'll just choose German here, and because I know that Juan is watching, I will also make it in Spanish. So Spanish is only used in Spain, so good for Spain. And now I'm done selecting languages. I can create now safety data sheet, and I'm done. So that's it. Safety data sheet is ready. And as you can see, I created not just the safety data sheet in all the languages that I selected here. For example, I can change to German, I can change to Spanish language, but if I go here, I also created product detail page. And at the end of the product detail page, you can find the download link to the practical guide. So safety data sheet, as we already seen. Then we have a label. And as you can see, the label is already ready to print. And this is important because we invested a lot of time and effort in order to display the label that is ready to print. You don't have to design anything. You can just print it out and it's already ready. And moreover, it also informs you, for example, if you are selling to the general public, the container has to carry a tactile warning of danger, so the triangle. And also we have this requirement for child-resistant fastening. So which means when you open the label, it doesn't only show the label, but also other labeling and packaging specifications and requirements in order to sell this product on the market. So you can, with this label, you can actually save a single label if you need to print it directly. So if I click here, it will open a single label in PDF file. Then you can download multiple labels on an A4 sheet. So again, it's already ready to print, and what you see is what you get. But in case you wanted to customize this label, for example, you have bigger packaging, you just need to change the parameters and everything will update accordingly. But let me first finalize, because it says finalize safety data sheet. I will finalize it. And when finalizing, I need to confirm which languages I want to share. And I will share all of those languages. But one more thing, because I didn't specify this before. I need to assign UN number based on the property of the product, on the type of the product, and that's it. And now it's ready to finalize safety data sheet. So I will select all languages again. I will share all languages at once, and then I will issue a new safety data sheet version. So you can start from one or change the numbers here, but I will start with the first version. And now the safety data sheet is ready, and there's no more requirements on the label. But there is a new thing. So because I chose that I have the packaging up to 50 liters, Chemios automatically identified that we need to show also the UN number on the label. And if I reduce this to 3 liters, so the UN number is smaller. So this is how Chemios actually adapts to the parameters. And for example, if I have 50 liters, then the pictograms are increased and the UN number is bigger. And then if I enter here 5.1 liter, then the UN number will decrease, and I will get this nominal quantity here indicated on the label, which is because, so now we have this indication of the nominal quantity, which says, okay, the quantity is 5.1 liter, not 50, up to 50 liters. So that's why we can have a UN number smaller than, and this is automatically done within Chemios and on the label. And the next thing that you probably, if you sell to many countries or to several countries, you need to also take care of labeling for these countries. And in Chemius, it's very easy to create multilingual labels. How you do that? You just increase the label size because you need more space. And when the label size is increased, then you can add easily German, Spanish language. So we'll create a multilingual label. I have an issue here because of the tags that exceeded the label, but we can correct that by reducing the size of the text. Maybe tweaking, maybe 9 will be okay. No, it's too much. So let's say 8.5. That's it. So I have a working label for 5.1 liter with UN number, with pictograms that are big enough. I can also include my logo if I like. So that's it. Then I need to reduce the size of the text and so on. So these are the parameters that you can play with to get more information on the label and to customize the label. And you don't have to be a designer. You don't have to know how to position elements. Everything is done in Chemius. How is that? We actually did thousands of labels manually, then learned what works, and then we integrated this into Chemius. So Chemius can do a lot of work for you. And when I'm done, I can save a single label as I did before. So that's it. Or I can easily save multiple labels on a sheet like I did before, and now I have this. And when you put this, and when you print this page on A4 labels, it will be what you see is what you get. The dimensions of pictograms will be as they should be, and also UN number will be as big as it should be, so as required. So that's it. You can also add additional content on the label, like product description, instructions, and so on, and produce a label with more text. But for today, this is what we, for this presentation, I think it's enough. Then we also have safety instructions here that are already done in all these languages. And now actually the product is ready to share. What I can do here is I can share this product with you. I will copy the link address and I will paste it to the chat here, but I think that we tried it before. And Diana will have to copy and paste this for you link. So when you click on the link, you will get the entire digital product dossier for the mix of solvents. So what I did here is I shared the entire product information that I collected so far, created all the documentation with only one link, and I shared it simultaneously with everyone. And this link is permanent link, which means that whenever you click on this link, this product will be there. But there's more. As I said, technical data sheets are here as well. And currently, if you click on the link that I share with you, you will not see technical data sheets. But now I'll create a technical data sheet as well. And for this purpose, I prepared one short template. So it's very easy. You just prepare a template up front. It's just like in Microsoft Word. Put in everything that you need, and then just use the template for your technical data sheets. And I will create a template, and I will create technical data sheet in all languages that I created, that I checked before. So German here, okay, and confirm. And we are done. So we also created technical data sheet. But please note, because the name of the product is mix of solvents, and when you open the technical data sheet, you can see that mix of solvents is already used as a as a product name in the technical data sheet, because we use data from safety data sheet in the technical data sheet. Then you can see that all the parameters that we entered, like density and weight organic solvents, they are already here in the values. The correct values are here as well. So if I go to this is the density, this is the weight organic solvent. If I go to technical data sheet, they match. Furthermore, you can use in technical data sheets and in Chemios, you can use images, you can use images and text. The text can be formatted. You can use icons and text. You can use tables with more columns and rows. You can also use videos in order to present the process of the instructions for use. For example, some of our customers use Chemios and they uploaded, I don't know, 7 videos describing the process that everyone can watch, and that the process can be described by video, so how to use it, which also means that they can reduce issues on construction sites and with users when using the product. And as I said, I also prepared a special gift in the form of the practical guide. And I will now edit this thing, and I will also link the practical guide to this technical data sheet in English version. So I'll go here, just pick up the link, copy link address, and I will paste it into the technical data sheet. So I need to edit technical data sheet. This is how it's structured. I'll edit this element in the technical data sheet, and instead of this one, I know that it's paused, that the presentation is paused, but I will confirm it and save it. And now I need to also, so if I go to preview, you will see that this is unpublished version. So you cannot see it. But when I go to edit technical data sheet and finalize it for all languages and issue a new TDS version, you will be able to see the technical data sheet. Then if you scroll down, you'll be able to download your copy of the practical guide here. So this is it. And now if you refresh the link that I shared with you, you can see everything that I prepared in just a few minutes. The entire technical data sheet, of course, you can, if there are some differences, so when you prepare a general template and then you only add what's different in other for specific products, then you need to invest more time, but in the end, all the values and the trade names and everything and parameters are updated immediately. And moreover, you can create them in various languages. So I have a German version, Spanish version, and so on. So you can see the technical data sheet in all these languages. So this is how it's done. And now I would like to show you, maybe, okay, I can do this. I can also share this product with you. So QR codes. Let's try this this option too. So if I open the QR code in the new tab, my mistake, open image in new tab, and if I increase it, you will be able to scan the QR code with your mobile phones. And this will get you to the mobile digital product dossier containing, again, everything that I created just now in Chemios. So yeah, I leave it this for a few more seconds. And my presentation is almost closing to an end. And now I will show you something new. And this is this is actually how you can integrate Chemios with your e-commerce portal or whatever other external services you like. So, for example, I hope you had some time to scan this QR code. So you know that this QR code has been generated just now for the product that I created in front of your eyes, and everything is real time. But let me show you how you can integrate Chemios with other tools as well. So if I go now, so this is my mix of solvents. If I go now to the administration tab for codes, if I add the article code to the product, for example, let me add 4 once, and when I save this product will appear on our website, and I need to refresh the site. And now the mix of solvents appeared on the list of products on the product list on our site. And if I click on this mix of solvents, you will see the content of the technical data sheet, instructions for use, physical properties, special features, and also special gift where you can download your copy here. So this is the content of the technical data sheet that we manage in Chemios, can be displayed on any website as a product information page. And of course, this is done via application programming interface, where you can specify which sections you want to want displayed or not. Second, there's another API integration where you can click on the label content, see the mix of solvents, hazard phrases, precautionary, and pictograms. And for web shops, there is a requirement in the CLP that is mandatory. Then when you can buy chemicals online, then you have to present also information, so hazard information next to the product on the product information page where you can buy chemical. So we can automate this by using WebShop API, application programming interface, to display mandatory information on product information page. So what we can do really here is, and this is not API, so this application programming interface is a smart interface because we return exactly this information, the information that is required by law, so the mandatory information. But we can also develop various APIs to return different types of information in the different form, as well as complete product information. What this means is that you can actually have TDS, the TDS tool then becomes, in Chemios, becomes a content management system, and Chemios as a whole becomes a very, very comprehensive product information management system that you can imagine. Because we have everything in the database. Whatever piece of information we have in safety data sheets, in technical data sheets, on labels, whatever we have in the database, we can display it in whatever form we like. So we can communicate with ERP software, with CRM, with content management systems, with product information management systems, and as I said, with logistic systems as well, because we also have information on transport. We have transport information in Chemios. So transport information is here, and this information is critical information for you and your customers to define whether you need to respect dangerous goods regulations by when transporting chemicals. And as you know, for each transport, for each shipment, you need to calculate points and determine whether the dangerous goods transport regulations apply or not. So this is where Chemios can help, and this is how we actually can present this information in any shape or form required. So this is how everything is connected with Chemios. So we started with safety data sheets. As I said, safety data sheets are boring, of course, and complex and tedious to create. But we wanted in Chemios to change this perception and to make it enjoyable to create safety data sheets. And when you create safety data sheets and when you create it well, then all your systems and all your subsequent processes run smoothly. You don't have to do anything. Your website is updated immediately. Your web shop information is updated immediately. Your CRM is updated, and your logistics and transport system works perfectly. So this is how you can actually start with something that's tedious and boring and complex and turn it into a competitive advantage. So this is my, with this I will wrap up my presentation. I have so much things to show you in Chemios, but we are limited with time. But anyway, if you like, we are ready, and our team is ready to show you what you can do with Chemios in your specific case, and how we can help you really provide better service to our customers. So as distributors, reducing complexity in the supply chain is important. So reducing the complexity of data flow and taking care of seamless data flow for the supply chain is crucial. And we can help you do that. And we can help you transfer the data to your customers in real time. So this is my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm open to questions. And here are also my contacts that where you can find me. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you so much, Bojan. So thank you very much for your presentation. It's indeed, and may I quote, groundbreaking functionalities are implemented in your application. We are actually very impressed here at the FCC how much our members are providing great applications to use, which I assume should be very useful to our members. So
Thank you.
Since our topic for today is from necessary evil to the compliance advantage, can you please elaborate a bit more about the key features of this web page application that makes it competitive advantage for the companies?
Yes, perfect. Very good question. So yeah, why is competitive advantage? Because you don't waste time, you don't waste money, you don't waste anything for providing the right information at the right time to the right people. Because this is, I just recently had a meeting with one of very huge company in Europe, and they said that updating drying time in their technical data sheet took them months and involved 10 people just to update drying time in the technical data sheet and to provide new technical data sheet, to create new technical data sheet, to update this information in existing technical data sheets, and to provide these technical data sheets to their customers. It took them the months, what we can do in seconds. So this is the significant time saving and time is money today. And if you involve 10 people to update technical data sheet, you're not doing anything. You're not doing the right. You're not doing it the right way. So that's our competitive advantage. And if you can save time and if you can save talent and resources, so not doing the tedious work, then you are definitely ahead of your competitors that still stick with old-fashioned approaches and techniques.
Perfectly summarized. Thank you. And the next question is a bit tricky. So what are the future developments that you foresee for the enhancement of your application? And since we have a lot of regulatory policies changing and developing, maybe in this sphere you see some, or you've planned anything at all?
Yeah, yes, it's a quite tricky question because, I'd be maybe disclosing what we've been doing and what's the next big thing in the chemical industry. Of course, there are some things also already developed in Chemios, for example. I didn't show regulatory dashboard, which is a 360 overview of the database, which helps you actually really very quickly and early identify potential issues with chemicals. So we analyze the entire portfolio in seconds, identifying products containing, for example, substances of very high concern, then REACH restricted substances, then REACH authorized substances. So this is, everything is connected, and we can do this in seconds. And our customers also, as I said, they use Chemios not just to prepare documentation, but also develop products online with our help. They have integrated Chemios in their process. They manage raw materials in the database. They produce formulations and draft formulations, playing with mixing ratios in order to get the lowest hazards, but still the performance as required. And then after they confirm the product in the lab and the formulation in the lab, they actually create technical data sheets, safety data sheet, labels, and everything. And the products are ready to ship to their customers. In the samples that they produce are ready to ship to their customers in seconds. So this is the integration of the entire R&D process and compliance, and also sales and marketing process. So this is the way that we will develop our things. And of course, always advocate for moving from PDF files and sending PDF files, sending emails, because nobody really likes that. I don't like receiving emails, sorry. But actually, when you receive 30 safety data sheets in your email, it doesn't help. It doesn't help me, and it doesn't help anyone.
Makes sense. So the last and very quick question. So how do you assure accuracy and compliance of all the information that you provide, or your platform provides, actually?
Yeah, accuracy. So we are quite different because we also have so the ingredient and the data that is in the platform is curated and non-curated. So curated means that we take care of it and we label. So as you could see in my presentation, that I used harmonized substances in my mixtures. And this means that these are harmonized according to CLP regulation. So these are, let's say, harmonized and published in the CLP regulation. The other substances are not harmonized and are added by users, by different users, but anonymized. So whenever somebody adds a new substance, it appears in Chemios, but these are used as a reference. And we've been building our C&L inventory like solution in Chemios since 2006. And then we also check whether this information is used on valid safety data sheets or not. So if somebody used it and validated the safety data sheet, then this is something that's worth using. And if it's used once or if it's used 100 times, it's a difference. So this is, let's say, a free market approach to curating substances in chemias.
Well understood. Thank you so much, Bojan. It was very impressive. We've got a lot of positive feedback for your presentation and your product, of course. So on this note, I would like to thank all the attendees and our respective speaker today. Thank you so much, Bojan, again. And
thank you, Diana.
We hope you found the session informative and valuable for optimizing your workflows and enhancing compliance efforts. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at FECC and also Bojan. Please note that the recording and the presentation will be shared with you shortly. After the Digital Days series that we're holding right now, and tomorrow we will continue with our webinars. Very impressive webinars, I might say. And thank you so much again and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.